Hey everyone, Travis here on day one of the NALCS playoffs, joined by Pr0lly, who is here as an analyst because they couldn't really find anyone who knows much about the game to join the Analyst Desk unless they brought in Pr0lly. Pr0lly, what's the experience of being on the Analyst Desk been like for you?
Honestly, it's actually pretty cool. I was really surprised. I thought it'd be kind of like stressful and stuff, having to talk. But it's not too bad. Probably the hardest part is not lying all the time. Knowing you, lying became a natural occurrence. So now that people are asking me questions and I can't respond with, I fucking hate you, Travis, I kind of don't know what to say. Yeah.
Just kind of clam up, like kind of scared then.
Yeah. I cry in between the commercial breaks, and I try to, keep my composure. I peed my pants a couple times. That's why they're yellow now. But overall, it's not too bad. I kind of like the experience.
Some people walked past us. I had to make sure they weren't up to no good because you never know when it's going to be like a bunch of challenger kids that are jealous of your position. Speaking of that, you when I asked him, like if there's only 8 teams, what LCS, would any of the LCS teams get relegated? He said he's hearing rumors that you guys would be the ones to get relegated.
Oh,
yeah. I don't think he meant to trash talk you, but he's just, was just saying it sort of. Yeah.
That's nice of him to say.
Well, I don't think he meant it as like an offensive way. He was just saying they suck. So I was just curious what your thoughts are on you guys possibly getting relegated in a couple weeks.
Thoughts pretty nice, not having to play this video game that you actually can't play because the servers are down because some like morons DDoSing it or something. Fuck. Now I'm going to get DDoS, aren't I? Yeah. I love that DDoSer who does that to Riot. Thank you for doing it.
Well, now maybe he'll do it for you too.
Yeah. Maybe when I'm in solo queue, bam, enemy team disconnects. So nice to be friendly with the DDoSer,
Yeah.
Basically that.
Do you think you're going to get relegated?
No. I think we've actually been doing pretty well in scrims, especially because we've been playing like these teams going into playoffs, the LCS teams, and they're practicing really hard. So we're actually learning a lot and fixing a whole bunch of our low-level mistakes. So they shouldn't happen against challenger teams, and I don't think the challenger teams have the plays that the LCS players do. So I don't think we'll be too in danger as long as we don't shit the bed, it should be pretty good.
So even now you guys are getting better and powering up.
Yeah. I thought we would be getting worse because we don't have like the weekly check, which was LCS. You go into LCS and you're like, all right, did we do well that week or bad? All right, that determines that week of scrims. So now it's like we have 4 weeks of scrims so far, or we're going to be having 4 weeks of scrims, and we have nothing to gauge if we've actually been doing well. Yeah. But
so there's a chance you think you could be getting better, but maybe you're getting worse.
Yeah, we could be getting worse. We could be going to plat right now, but we won't know because we don't have our weekly check. So that's, I guess you could say it's worrisome, but really for me it's just kind of like, there's no stress of the weekly game, so we can focus on what the meta will be in a couple weeks.
Do you think this analyst desk thing, I'm sorry, it's been a couple weeks since I've done some interviews. Do you think that this is like a tryout for you to go to do Analyst Desk for Worlds? Because they could reunite like the old band of like Monty, Double, Crepo, but Double and Monty might not be available if CLG goes to Worlds. So do you think that you're the next Double Lift?
That'd be really funny, actually. I think the only reason I would ever be for the Worlds Analyst Test would be like, oh man, fucking the Mafia is at Worlds, so we need some comic relief. Let's get him Pr0lly, like make him do dumb shit. So that's probably like the only situation that I would get pulled in for Worlds. So no, I don't think it's a tryout, but it would be really funny to go to Worlds and talk about League of Legends.
Well, they might do what they did for All-Stars where they host it here. So then you wouldn't actually go to Worlds, you'd just be broadcasting out of here. Would you be down to do that?
Yeah, I guess so, but then at the same time I'd be complaining the whole time. Either way, if I go to Korea and cast, I'll be complaining I'm not at home and playing P0lly. Yeah. And then if I'm here, I'm going to be complaining I'm not in Korea. So either way, Riot loses.
Well, it's good to know. There's a really loud trash can going by our interview right now. Oh, wait, it slowed down. Oh, we're really excited about it. Okay. All right, I think we're good.
Music to my ears. Yeah.
We have the most professional settings for these interviews, like cars going by, people walking around the background, it's suddenly getting dark in the middle of the interview. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, of course.
Fans walking by and being excited about the fact they're watching a Pr0lly interview. What's more excited about watching a Travis interview? I think
it's a Pr0lly interview, and yeah, it's Pr0lly and the guy shooting, and you're just, do we even need him here? I think this is time for you to leave.
All right, TSM is currently 2-1 against Dig. Do you think that they're going to win this next game?
Yeah, I think TSM's like kind of gotten their groove, and for some reason I feel like Dig. I don't know why they picked all purple side games if the only new pick they were bringing out is Nasus. So I was kind of surprised that they picked purple side all these games, and then they don't have enough, or they don't. I don't know why they're not catering to that, because I feel like their pick ban phase on purple side is not that strong unless they have something people haven't dealt with yet, kind of like the Nasus.
Do you think they maybe pulled a Season 2 CLG and only prepared for one side? Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was pretty funny, actually. Maybe.
Man, the community just like completely blew Choster up for that.
Yeah. Okay, it was really funny, though. Because the map is mirrored, so maybe you can 2v1 to get that result, but it was just really funny because it's just like, oh yeah, we only did purple side. And no one on the team was like, dudes, what are we going to do on blue side? Like, out of 5 people, no one said that? Yeah. It just sounds really funny to me.
It makes your life a lot easier when you only have to worry about one scenario.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely.
Now, Pr0lly, who do you think is going to win tomorrow, Curse or CLG?
I have no clue how CLG is now, but I don't know. CLG was... Oh, yeah, they had the sub-team. How did they do before the sub-team came in?
Not great.
They weren't doing great?
Yeah. They sort of did that Dignitas thing where like they were kind of like the balloon that everybody's like, oh, look at it go, and then it suddenly sort of started to deflate a little bit. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say like got hit by a plane and exploded.
Aliens came down, shot it, and then the U.S. nuked it. Yeah.
I wouldn't put it that way.
I don't know. I still think like, I mean, they had that. What was that one video where it shows them all fighting? Yeah. After that came out, maybe they talked and they're like, hey, we should, work as a team and not hate each other. So maybe they like kind of got their camaraderie back and they could probably pull it together because they are like individually very talented. They just kind of need to pull together as a team. So I believe that CLG can take it. But yeah, Curse did do well in the last Super Week, so I don't know.
Well, I know this game is starting and you have to go catch it and be analyst. So do you have any shout-outs, plugs, anything you want to say?
Yeah, I'd like to do a shout-out to my sponsors, Sound Blaster, Cyberpower PC, Creative, Newegg, Twitch, Scuff Gaming. I was going to say Corsair.
Well, I mean,
Corsair.
And, like,
Go
there's
die,
an order.
Travis. Yeah. Corsair, Twitch, Scuff Gaming, DX Racer, and Opponentware, and Complexity Live. Thank you very much for helping us out. And the shooter guy behind the camera right now. And no thanks to Travis Gafford, yet again, who can't hold the microphone correctly.
You have to
watch on Gamers.
Yeah, .com.
.com.